This is a short video on how to apply Aqua Seal properly. It's a little different than anything else that you've seen out there. It's a unique product with different chemistry. It actually works with water. The water system actually helps it bond. The problem you're going to have is you really have to teach the people how to use this. You don't just give them a bottle of Aqua Seal and say, go for it, because you're just not going to do it properly. But if you take your time and actually demonstrate how to use it properly, you got a customer that's going to be more than happy. The way to do this is you have two microfiber towels. You have a dry one and a wet one, as simple as that. And what you want to do is apply it to a wet surface. You can wash your car and leave the water on, come back with the microfiber, even out the water to the area that you're going to work on, spray on your Aqua Seal, and away you go. Okay, we're going to demonstrate it here. I like to use speed wax to wet it. It just gives a little more shine and a little more lubrication. So you go through, we've got a wet towel. And I'm going to show you, okay, it has some water in it. You really need to have water, especially if you're in hot, dry, arid conditions like we are in Denver. You go through, I wet the surface. I come back, evenly apply Aqua Seal to the towel. Then here's a little trick. You go through with very little pressure, evenly distribute Aqua Seal over the area that you're treating. Okay? Once you get it on, once you come through and you rub, and it's like the material actually starts to disappear. Now you don't want it to completely dry, but it's as simple as that. Then you come back with your microfiber and you wipe it, and you get this deep shine that's very, very durable. I can't overemphasize the durability of this because it really, really is a difference. There's a lot of spray waxes out there, so forth, that look really nice, but I guarantee you put this on your vehicle and you go through a rainstorm, you're going to be amazed. I actually go through, I do the entire car. What I use Aqua Seal for is I'll go through and I'll decide if I need a compound buff, use some Glacier Glaze Plus, polish the car, and I might even put some longevity or even some paste wax on. I use this stuff as a final film former, but I also use it, more importantly, as a final detailing aid. We're all trying to save time. Time is the essence. So I go through and treat the car, buff it, and then I go through and I use this as final detail. What I mean by final detail is I start in the front, I apply it, and I clean any residue off, any polish, any wax. The one nice thing about this material is it will not white out your vehicle, period. In fact, it just makes final detailing easily. So I go through, I spray, start at the front, spread it out evenly, put the material on, rub it in, cleaning, and you'll have a just spectacular final detail car. Go through like that and wipe it off. It doesn't take much longer than to wipe water off the car. You're killing two birds with one stone. Another little trick that I want to show you that works well is that we go through and we get this sponge from High Tech. And I use one side for the speed wax and one for just the water. So you don't want to carry around that bunch of anything. All you need is a towel, a sponge, and this. Now you've already got your water. Even if your car is not wet, you've got your water and your sponge. You come through with the water side, spread it evenly, flip it over easily, spray this on, lightly wipe it on and put it on evenly, then come back and rub it in vigorously, and then you wipe it off. The other nice thing about this is it'll actually cover up scratches, not scratches, but swirls and light imperfections. And you can go through and put it on 2-3 times. It builds up, it layers. And once you get a couple layers on, say, your personal car, you'll be amazed when you go to wash it. You can just take a power washer and power wash the film off. Use no soap. Okay? Now, here's another little trick. I've got some really, really intelligent detailers using this, and they call in with tricks and so forth. So one of the tricks that the guy does is he goes through and he's in Santa Barbara, California. He does these very, very wealthy cars, these Porsches and Mercedes and so forth, and he takes care of them. So he sees these cars all the time, and he goes, Roman, this stuff really, really lasts. But I even have a better trick. So he goes through. I showed you the very easy way, but play with this. You go through, the more you use it, the easier it's going to be. He actually goes through, puts on a film, and truthfully it works best with the microfiber towel. The sponge just saves you time. And what he does is he goes through it, he does this over the whole car, and I'm going, hey, you're going to get some streaking. He goes, watch what I do. After it's dried, he comes back with our fantastic speed wax. Sprays it on, and you wipe it off. And then you get even more durability because the film has had time to set up. There you go. Now, if you have any streaking with the first method, which is the easiest method, and that's the one I want you to start with, play with it after you've got it, try different ways. I've had people actually using an orbital, one of those big old-fashioned orbitals, to actually apply it on, and then they come back with the speed wax. But I'll tell you, this is so slick right now, it's unbelievable. But if you do have any streaking, I want you to really, really understand that this is not some silicone, fast, easy thing that's not going to be durable. This is durable. So you go through and you want to get the streaking out before it cures. It takes about 2 to 24 hours, depending on the temperature, to actually cure the entire way. Come back, any streaks, wipe it off. And then you can go through, don't apply any more, just use the residue here. You come through, you do your windows, your black trim. It won't turn it white, and it actually goes through and puts a nice satin finish on. And you come through like this. I want you to do your own cars. I want you to go through, put it on the windows, put it on the entire car, and then wait for a rainstorm. You're going to be amazed. The people that I have that really know how to use this call me back and goes, hey, I put this on my truck in the winter. I go through and I power wash it, especially the back of it where it just builds up from the splashback. He hits it with a power washer and goes, I just can't believe it, Roman. This stuff is so incredible. But I can't overemphasize you need to show the people how to use this. Okay, that concludes this demo on this. We're going to have more to come. Thank you, and please give us a call if you don't have any Aqua Seal. We'll get you some samples out. If you have any questions, please call Roman, 720-272-7659. Thank you.